Guys, in this video, I want to talk about the quickest way to enter flow state consistently. And I'm also going to touch on the quickest way to get out of flow state. All right, so first let's talk about getting into flow state. And if you don't know what flow state is, it's just this mental capacity that you have where you are just so locked in, so focused, and life almost seems effortless. You can do anything you want, you can talk to anybody you want, you can accomplish anything you want, and you genuinely fully believe this. You're in this state of flow where life is just coming at you. You're just attracting all the good qualities of life, and anything bad that happens, you are able to deal with it quickly and effortlessly, it almost feels like. So that's flow state. It's this mental mind state that you're in of just peak human performance. And so it's a good mind state to be in because when you try to accomplish things, you want to be in the best mind state possible. So now how do you enter flow state? The quickest and most effective way to get into flow state is doing something that scares the shit out of you. All right? Do something that scares you. Talk to that pretty girl. All right? Record a YouTube video. Go make a fool of yourself, bro. Go take a chance. Go take a risk. Do something scary. Travel to a new state, a new country, a new continent. Just do anything you can, bro, to get into this flow state, bro. Again, you can accomplish this by just getting out of your comfort zone. That's the first step, really. Just getting out of your comfort zone is the quickest way to get into flow state. All right? And then once you're in flow state, take advantage of it. Because like I said, life just seems so effortless. You have this unshakable, unbreakable confidence about yourself where you genuinely believe you can do anything you put your mind to. It's the best mind state to be in. And when you're in flow state and you're in God mode, take advantage of it. Do hard work, get a workout in, meet people, socialize, network. You have no idea how many opportunities are just gonna come into your life when you just start going out and trying things. They will be attracted to you because you're in this elite mind state of flow. So now that's the quickest way to get into flow state, all right? Just doing something outside of your comfort zone. Okay, doing some hard work, hitting a heavy workout, socializing with people. Again, just getting out of your comfort zone. It's the best way to get into flow state. Now, getting out of flow state, just something you never want to do. Ideally, you want to stay in flow state forever. But by default, you're going to come in and out of flow state, all right? There are going to be times where you feel good. There's going to be times where you feel bad. And, it just pushes you to always be getting out of your comfort zone, always be striving to push yourself to your limits, always growing, always expanding. And like I said, just getting out of your comfort zone, day in and day out. That way you can continue getting into this state of mental flow. But now, the number one way to get yourself out of flow state, which again, you don't want to do, but this is what happens. If you get out of flow state, or this is what happens, which will cause you to get out of flow state. And it's just running back to your old vices, man. And it's different for everybody, but I already know for me, if I were to smoke weed, I become the most antisocial person ever. I get super, foggy brain fog. I can't think clearly. I can't speak clearly. I don't want to socialize. I just get super anxious. My anxiety goes through the roof. I'm not an anxious person. I don't have anxiety by default. But for example, if I were to smoke weed, it would make me super anxious. And I would immediately be knocked out of flow state. And there's nothing I can do to get back in. Okay, until the weed wears off. But some people, they can smoke weed and enter flow state. So it's different for everybody. Same thing with alcohol, bro. You might feel good in the moment, but the effects that it's gonna have on my sleep, the effects that it's gonna have on my energy and mood the next day, it's not worth it. It's so hard to get back into flow state when, for me personally, it's so hard for me to get into flow state when my mind is foggy, and I have low energy, low drive, and that all comes as a result of doing drugs, drinking alcohol, smoking weed. So even if it feels good in the moment, like alcohol might feel good in the moment, smoking weed might feel good in the moment, watching porn might feel good in the moment, but it's the effects that you feel after that are going to inhibit you from reaching flow state. And again, flow state is that peak mental like capacity that you want to be in. So don't sabotage that for an hour or two of pleasure. It's just not worth it. You will get so much more pleasure by consistently entering flow state whenever you want, just by doing hard things. You guys have no idea how many days I've had hard days, man, like hard, sad days where just like everything was going wrong and I was feeling terrible and I wanted to just numb the pain with weed and alcohol. It happens all the time. But then you guys have no idea how many times that's happened just for the very next day for me to enter flow state and just be at peak performance, mentally, physically, energetically. Like, it's just never worth relapsing on drugs and alcohol. Never. So keep that in mind. Next time you're having a bad day, bro, like understand, because again, I've had terrible days where I'm just so sad, so in my head about so many different things and wanting to just smoke or drink. That way I can just, at least just numb the pain a little bit. And I'll choose to say no. And then the very next day, I'm at peak flow state. That happens so many times. So if you're going through like something tough, man, just understand it's just a chapter in your life. It's not the whole book. And it's like I say all the time, you're writing that book anyway. So like envision what you want your life to be and then go after it, man. Create that life for you. You're writing that book, so you can create any story that you want. All right, but it starts with entering flow state, all right? So taking action, putting that first step in front of the other, taking action, and then you will get confidence and you will enter flow state. And then from there, like I said, the world's your oyster. So that's how you enter flow state. And remember, do not sabotage flow state for an hour or two of pleasure, all right? That's just my 2 cents. That's my opinion. And keep that in mind. See you when I see you. Peace.